A middle-aged widow is seeking justice for her 11-year-old daughter, allegedly defiled in turns by two men at Antwa Ahojo in the Ashanti region. The victim is currently on admission at the Suntreso Government Hospital in Kumasi, where she underwent minor surgery due to the assault. Amid the pain of the girl and anger of her relatives, police are said to be brokering a 1,000 Ghana cedi out-of-court settlement deal on the blind side of the Joabin Circuit Court, presiding over the case. Investigators of the Police Domestic Violence and Victim Support Unit at Manpobteng in the Kwabre district suggest the court has referred the case for alternative dispute resolution. Live FM's Erastus Asaredonko reports that checks at the court, however, reveal the contrary.
Frail-looking victim of alleged sexual abuse is one of 6 children of helpless Aisha, not her real name, whose husband died and left them in financial difficulty. The girl tells Love News 2 men, 25-year-old Martin Asiedu and a Jakoko who is 45 years, forcibly had sex with her in turns. On my way to school, Martin sent me on an errand. When I returned, he asked me to send the item to his room. Then he followed me and forcibly had sex with me. He threatened to kill me if I tell anybody. He then walked me to Ejakoko's house, and he also had sex with me. Her mother says she observed traces of blood in the girl's urine, which came with vomiting, but she had no money to seek medical treatment. Though the girl later underwent medical examination at Asnomanso Government Hospital to confirm sexual assault, Aisha could not raise funds for proper care. Local NGO Women's Wealth to Health subsequently stepped in. My daughter's teacher called me from school. He said she was vomiting blood. I pleaded with a neighbor to help register her on insurance so I could take her to the hospital. But I was told I could only use the card after a month. Some good Samaritan had to help me to send her to the hospital. The girl finally underwent a minor surgery on Wednesday at Suntreso Government Hospital, where she is on admission. One of the suspects, Martin Asiedu, was arrested, arraigned, and granted bail by Joabin Circuit Court, but his accomplice, Ejakoko, is on the run. Ahead of Asiedu's return to court on the 30th of this month, personnel of DOVVVSU at Manpobteng tells Love News the court has referred the case for alternate dispute resolution. They will not speak on record, but indicated they are supervising a 1,000 Ghana cedi settlement between the suspects and mother of the victim. My checks at Joabin Circuit Court established the court had given no such order. Aisha confirms police have given her 500 Ghana cedis, supposedly from a relative of one of the suspects. Family of one of the suspects came to beg, asking that we settle the case because their son is sick. He was epileptic. They told me to quantify my medical expenses, so they take care of it. I said I've spent 1,000 Ghana cedis, and they gave me 500 Ghana cedis. But later, to my surprise, they wanted to spread the arrangement to cover the other suspect who is at large. Reporting for JoyNews, Erastus Asaredonko, Kumasi.
Erastus Asaredonko filed that report. He joins me on the line with more details now. Hello, Erastus.
Yeah, just good.
Erastus, what has become of this case?
She's still on admission. In fact, she developed some medical complications, and doctors say they've conducted some minor surgery on her, and she has to stay in hospital for some time. She has also been referred to a psychiatric counseling. And so that is what is happening now. She's currently on admission at the Suntresu Government Hospital.
Psychiatry hospital. You said that she's been referred to the psychiatry, but are there traits that she may have developed a condition that warrants her referral to the psychiatry?
In fact, the girl herself is, I must say, is in disbelief, or she's traumatized. And so at a point in time, you find her sitting very moody and sometimes crying as well. And so they wanted somebody to counsel her for her to be able to go through her ordeal.
What has the police said so far? I mean, especially those who seem to be negotiating on the blind side of the court.
In fact, when I went with American Relief Center, it's an NGO that is also supporting to get justice for her. So we went to Manpobteng DOVVSU police, and some of the CID personnel there told us that the court has ordered for an alternate dispute resolution. So the court has referred the case for ADR. I was quite taken aback because I know criminal cases are not referred for ADR. So I went to Jabin Circuit Court to find out. And I was told by the registrar that proceedings of the case do not show any order from the court indicating ADR. And so this ADR thing, the settlements that they are talking about, is happening on the blind side of the court. So far, the police have not said anything except to tell the mother that she could quantify her medical records, take 1,000 Ghana cedis, 500 cedis each from the suspect, and let go of the case.
Any idea what's next for this case?
The next hearing, according to proceedings in the Jabin court, is 30th of April. That's 30th of this month. And so we will go to court to find out what the judge will say in the wake of all these findings.
Erastus, thank you very much for bringing us up to speed on that rather terrible situation there, but we'll be following up on it to find out how it ends. So of course we'll bring you the development as we go along. Erastus Asare don't go file that report. You're still watching The Pulse with me, Gifty, and up here.